Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm so excited to have you back on today. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to play Just Friends, not the Music Soul Child version, but the jazz version. This is a beautiful, beautiful jazz standard. I absolutely love the changes. They're so fun to solo over. And in today's video, I'm going to be teaching you how to play the chord melody. And then we're going to talk about some soloing techniques. So let's go ahead and dive right in. So our first chord of the whole song is C major 7, and what's really awesome about it is that the melody is the major 7. So the voicing I'm using is this one. It's a really, really pretty voicing. By the way, if you see me looking up here, it's because this is where I'm seeing what the camera's filming. So just bear with me on that. I want to make sure that you can see my fingers and everything is looking good. So this is my voicing for C major 7. I'm here with my thumb over on the 8th fret, and then I'm playing this voicing. All right, and that melody note is the top note of the whole chord. All right, then to play the melody, you got to go like this. All right, into our C minor 7, and I'm just playing a shell voicing of a C minor 7. Let's see if I can get this in camera. So my pointer finger is doing nothing here. It's just these 3 voicings. Just 3 notes, and that's all you need. All right, so we got C major 7, ba bo ba bo, C minor 7, and then we got to hit that F7, and I'm just playing F9 because it walks nicely up to. All right, so this is my G, it says major 7, but it's actually major 9. All right, I'm here on the 10th fret to play G. All right, and that top note, the 9 is the melody. All right, and then we gotta do this. Right, ba bo ba bo. And we gotta go B flat minor. And again, I'm just playing a shell voicing, right? Root 7th 3rd. And then E flat 9 I'm playing. All right, then we're going on A minor 7. All right, and the melody's right here on that B string. All right, and again, I'm just playing the upper part of an A minor 7, right? If I was actually playing it, right? But if I'm playing with a bass player, or even if I'm playing solo guitar, you really can imply that root. You don't need to actually hit it hard, or hit it at all, rather. And you can focus on that melody. All right? So I've got my 7th, 3rd, and then my melody note. All right, that's how we play it. Ba, bo, ba, bo, ba, bo, ba, bo. D7. Nice and easy, melody note still on the B string. And then we go to G major 7. All right, and the melody note is here. It's actually between these 2. All right, nice and easy. Then we got E minor 7. And to play the melody, nice, like you can use this in gospel all the time. Right? And in jazz, you use it to play this melody. And then we're gonna go to our A7. And to play this, I'm literally just using one finger and I'm barring from the D string all the way to the high E. All right, because the melody note is that. Right? And then A minor 7 or minor 9. All right. D13. All right, so the melody's just playing around those 2 notes over those 2 chords. All right, and then that completes our first A, and it goes around again. So I'm gonna slowly talk and play my way through that again and let you kind of follow along. So C major 7 with the melody being the major 7, the top note. Right, you gotta hit it and then play. So just the melody note, and then the chord. So ba ba, melody ba bo ba bo. C minor 7, shell voicing, F9 to G major 9, with the 9 being the melody. Ba 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 bo. B flat minor shell voicing to E flat 9, A minor 7, kind of with rootless, with the melody note right here, right? D7 with the melody note on the B string, G major 7, and you play around with the top 2 notes. E minor 7 with that walk up. So I'm starting from my middle finger here in this E minor 7. Right? So for A7, I'm literally just playing this. If I've got a bass player hanging on this root, right, I can just... right back to the top. Going on, second A, a lot of the same stuff, same thing as the first A. Here's where it changes. We've got a minor 2-5-1 into E minor, right? So F sharp half diminished. I'm playing like B 7 sharp 5 to our E minor. So, and to play the melody, you just go like this. Right, the melody is ba 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 ba. So actually, if I'm playing the chord melody, I just skip the B7 altered altogether, and I just play just that F sharp half diminished going to my E flat, or sorry, E minor 7. Another E minor walk up, and this time you can do a quick 2-5 into G, or you can play major 9. Doesn't really matter. Essentially, you're done with the chord melody at that point. And then you do a quick 2-5 back to C major or C major 7, whatever voicing you want to play. Doesn't really matter. And then you're done with the chord melody at that point. And in my video you saw earlier, I started just comping the chords. So if you are just starting out, I would recommend starting just learning these chords. That's where I started. I didn't start chord melody. Even when I learn a new song, like today, like if I was going to learn a song that I didn't know the chord melody to right now, I would start by just playing the chords. Then I would figure out the melody separately. Right? I'd figure all that out, and then you marry them together. And that's, to this day, how I learn chord melodies when I'm trying to teach myself. So that kind of wraps it up. Now we're going to get into the part about talking about how to solo on this song, all right? So this song is in the key of G, but what's really cool is it starts on the 4 chord. It starts on the C major 7, right? So you can do a lot with that. You can actually just start off soloing in C major, right? And really take the listener's ear to C major for a second, because you're going to be there for 2 whole measures, right? So what I played right there was just my C major diatonic. I think in my solo, I'm actually hanging around on this version of G major scale, which borrows a lot from C. You know, G and C are only one single accidental apart, right? F sharp versus F. And if you really want to lean into that F natural on the C major, you can, and it'll kind of give it a really cool, fun sound, right? Right, the chord, the note that doesn't belong, right? The note that doesn't belong, which is this. right? It doesn't belong in G major, but it does belong in C major. You really lead that listener's ear to C major. And then what's really awesome, you can do a cool lick, in C major. And then you go straight to C minor, play the same lick again. Right? And that'll give it a really cool vibe because it goes from C major to C minor. So. Right? And what I did there is just played C minor and then ended up with my last note being a crossover note between C minor and G. So this would be like the third, the major third, right? In this case, E flat. But it's also G. It's the root of G major. So it's a cool little transition, right? Leads you into that G major 7, right? And then for that B flat, I'm going to play something straight out of B flat diatonic. And you can actually play A flat diatonic too. Get that G natural will sound really nice. It'll give it a cool sound. Right, and then we resolve back to G as soon as you land on that A minor, because that A minor chord is the 2 chord of G, so it's already, like, we're already back in G as soon as that A minor chord lands, right? So I got my B flat minor. As soon as that A minor lands, right? Going to G major, taking you back to C, right? Do all of that same stuff again, right? C major, C minor, G major, B flat minor, A minor. Here's where it gets cool on that 2-5-1. What I like to do is I like to pick only notes out of that F sharp half diminished to start my lick going into my G. So another place you can play F sharp half diminished is up here. All right, you go. What am I landing on? E? All right, so this right here can spell out your whole chord and go. Right, which I think is what I did. I went like, right? So I'm playing that F sharp half diminished chord literally up here, right? Playing all those notes and then kind of transitioning back to G. And then at this point, you're just really emphasizing the G because it's going to land on G as the home base at the end of this thing. So I literally just go like, right? Because I'm landing on that third, giving you that strong pull to G major. And then I just do one more kind of lick going back to the C, right? Where I land on the 9 of C. And that's how I ended my solo in the video. So it's a cool thing to have, to go back and forth on. So, yeah, I hope that helps. So you're kind of transitioning between keys. You got your C major, C minor, G major, or E minor. You could think of it either way, right? Relative major minor, and kind of bouncing back and forth between those two. And it gives it a really, really cool vibe. So I hope that kind of helped. If you like these types of videos, if this was helpful to you, let me know what other songs you would like me to try out and teach. It doesn't have to be jazz. It can be whatever style works best for you. And yeah, I'd love to help out in whatever way I can. So you can find me on Instagram at Gabriel_Pi, P-I, as in the math symbol, _Feldman, Feldman. That's my Instagram. And I look forward to hearing from you in the comments. Ask any questions. I'll be very active in those comments to answer any questions you may have. And I look forward to hearing from you and seeing you in the next video. Thank you so much.